And up next, we're finally going to have this fight, hopefully, between Curtis Blaydes and Rizvan Kuniev. This fight was originally going to be February, I believe, in Seattle, but then it ended up getting moved, and Curtis Blaydes had to pull out of the fight. And I believe after that, they were going to fight at UFC 313, but for some reason they didn't fight there, and then ultimately they rescheduled it for a fourth time. And hopefully this one's the charm between Curtis Blaydes and Rizvan Kuniev here. I think it definitely kind of favors Kuniev, who's the younger guy, but it really doesn't matter. I mean, both these guys are younger for heavyweight. They stayed in the gym, I'm sure, and have been working, and they've gotten a long time to get a game plan going for either guy here. But Curtis Blaydes is rolling the dice. I mean, he's in a weird position because he's beaten most of the established heavyweights in the UFC, but every time he's had that fight to get him the title or put him in a title fight, he has lost. So kind of been a ball dropper in the biggest moments, and he finally got to fight for gold in his last fight versus Tom Aspinall, and he got knocked out in 1 minute, which that's happened to a lot of Tom Aspinall's opponents. But Blaydes also got knocked out twice by Francis Ngannou. He got knocked out by Sergey Pavlovich. He got knocked out by Derek Lewis. So he's had a ton of standout performances in the UFC. He's 13-5, and that's why it's such a risk taking on a 0-0 fighter who has beaten top competition outside the UFC, hasn't lost since 2015, but he's had issues with drug test failures. He hasn't fought much recently, and we don't exactly know how Kuniev is going to come back and look, but if he wins this fight, he's going to be right probably in the top 5, top 10, and if Blaydes wins, it's really not going to do anything for him. So it's just one of those fights for Blaydes that he has to win to prove to the company his value. But Kuniev, fast heavyweight, good jab, nice check hook. He mixes in leg kicks, nice 1-2s, and he's kind of low volume, but he's pretty fast for a heavyweight and kind of technical boxing. He has decent elbows as well in close range, so that's dangerous. And I've seen fights where he's clipped with some big 1-2s and big punches, but he seems to have a good chin, good composure, so that's good to see as well. 6 knockout wins for him. And he likes to clinch fighters against the cage. He has a good knee game there, okay takedowns, tends to go single leg. I don't know if he's going to try to wrestle Blaydes. I mean, we've seen Blaydes get taken down in fights now at this point, but he's going to be the smaller guy. It could be a hard time for him to get takedowns. I think maybe trying to clinch, put Blaydes against the cage, just try to get him to think that he might wrestle him just to mix it up a little bit, because I think he has better offense in that close range too. Could be smart. And keeping it standing. I mean, obviously defending Blaydes' takedowns, but he's had fights where he's been held down, like when he fought Hernan Ferreira, he got swept and kind of laid on his back. So I don't think he wants to be on bottom here, but I like his game. I mean, the guy is competent striking, he has good cardio, and he could wrestle pretty well for a heavyweight. And Curtis Blaydes, he has good pressure, good feints, good fakes on the feet. His speed is good. He will throw the jab 1-2 and he's long. But he's really just trying to use his striking to time the takedown, and his durability has been an issue like we talked about earlier. But I could see a lot of fakes and feints on the feet from both these guys in this fight and kind of just be a jab battle here, which would be boring, but that I think that would favor Kuniev, but who knows. And Blaydes, he has great wrestling, great timing on the doubles. He has nasty elbows on top, and his conditioning is really good too, so he can gas guys out with the wrestling, and he's just really big in general. But yeah, ultimately, this Blaydes is in this fight is more powerful and athletic, and he has the experience, but I think Kuniev's more skillful on the feet. He's more durable, and I don't know if he could take down Kuniev. I think Kuniev has the takedown defense to keep it standing. And I really think this fight could go either way. If Blaydes can win the wrestling exchanges and get on top, he's going to win. But if he's unable to get it to the mat, I think it could be a slow and dull striking bout with a lot of feinting, and ultimately Kuniev being slightly better on the feet, being more durable, is the reason I'm going to pick him. He's not a heavy hitter, but anyone who can land clean on Blaydes can hurt him as well. And Kuniev, I'm going to say that he flashes Blaydes with a jab, hurts him, and maybe gets him against the fence, elbows, knees, and gets a huge TKO upset. So, going to go with the Russian here. I'm going to say Kuniev wins it in the second round.